Hello, let's do Wordle number 1351 for Saturday, March 1st. It is March. If Let's spin the members wheel. If you want your word on the wheel or multiple words, then you can sign up as a member depending on your tier. Actually, fluff would have not been that bad yesterday for fuzzy. But anyway, this is fluff suggested by Karina Semenov. Oh, I probably butchered your name. I'm sorry. But Karina suggested fluff. Giving me a tough time here. Fluff is one of the worst possible starting words. If you're playing not Wordle or don't Wordle, if you're playing don't Wordle, it's actually a really good start because you're trying to lose. So we're gonna start with fluff. But I was saying you can sign up for members for as low as $5 a month. If you watch a significant amount of my content, I'm sure that's worth $5 a month to you. And then there's perks on top of that, including early access to videos as well. All right. Anyway, fluff, all gray. I'm not surprised. So let's actually do a good word now. Something like stare. Oh, yeah, let's just go for stare. Hopefully it's not an ER word today. Okay. Starting with fluff when it's an ER word. I mean, it doesn't have to be an ER word. Let's do an RE here. Let's just avoid blocking in the ER in place until we have to. It doesn't make a huge difference, but it feels nice to not, get stuck in that trap right away. It opens up your options when you can move the letters around. Not that I actually play hard mode, but I try my best to stick to hard mode unless I'm forced not to. But what are like, do I want like an N? There's got to be something like this, right? It feels like there ought to be something like this. I can't end in E. What about like renew? Repeating that E though, I don't know. Is there another Rendy? There's Randy, but not Rendy. Do I want another vowel? I feel like I want to kind of find what vowel do I want to find what vowel I'm ER trapped in, or do I want to find there's the common like middle letters when you have an ER word? Let's just find a good word. I don't like renew. You know what? Renew's not bad. Because if there are double ER words, and the W is really common and the N is really common in ER words. So let's just try renew. Maybe that's actually a good guess. So we are almost certainly an ER word at this point. Okay, so we want to get as many of the common ER letters as we can. We probably should try to get a V. Maybe. I mean, I could do mover. That's not bad. Cover, get a C. Let's try cover. Oh, okay. So other trap. What's left? Hopefully I did a good job. Hover is left. Mover is left. Is that it? Can we repeat a letter? Rover? No. We tried R first. That's another reason to do something like renew. Oh, renew actually I think helped a lot. Can't be rover. Yover. Eover. Any other repeats? Eover, over. No, we can't even repeat the E. Over. Okay, we're not going to repeat any letters. So I can just, I'm scanning the keyboard now for the not used letters. Cover, no. Yover, eover, pover, dover, pover, dover. I got to make sure I don't do a pronunciation issue. Gover, gover, hover, we have on the board. Jover, jover, cover, okay, not the K. Zover, no. X, no. Bover, bover, mover. It's H or M. Have we had hover or mover yet? If we did, I feel like we've had hover. So I'm going to try mover first. Okay, well, I guess it is hover then. Yes, okay. I didn't miss anything. I made sure. So there's your hard mode solve of an ER trap. OER. One of the hardest ones to get out of. The OVER trap in hard mode. There you go. And I started with fluff. So I can't have any complaints today. Okay. Well, let's check with the bot and see how I did and see how it would have done starting with fluff, because that is tough. In hard mode, it's not even fully tested, of course, but maybe we can add stare and maybe that's enough to get us some. All right. Rebid. Rebid is the only way to avoid losing with certain words. I did renew. That's not in the list, but I like it. Renew. All right, I think it worked out though, because we get the yellow R, we get the green E. Oh, now we're down to an 89% solve rate. Okay. It suggests cover. Covers what I did. Interesting. So I picked the correct over trap because that C apparently is useful. A lot of words start with C. cover, we get the OVER. Hover or mover. Dover would have been accepted, but not a likely answer. Okay. So I was okay. I got the 50-50 wrong, but at least I had covered everything. Covered everything. From fluff, it would do irate. We're mover, so that's all we get. It was move. No, it was hover. Hover. That's all we get. Screw. Well, I mean, all these are 98.21. I don't like how it's like, well, we're gonna lose anyway, so do whatever you want. But anyway, screw here. ER mover. Wow, look, it's getting that C, it's getting that W. These are the ones I was going for. Roven. It's really avoiding putting that R at the end. But this is testing out at the start. This is getting rid of rover. And we're down to hover or mover, and so it's down to the same 50-50 as me. So I had an equivalent solve. Cool. And it does not lose though, which is great. From Saleh, it's going to be interesting. The ER is always interesting. It does pined. Notice it hasn't gotten that R yet. Mover is, that's all we get. Moby. So we're going to get the MO. Oh, this is going to be easy then. Mover or, oh, it was mover, right? No, it was hover. Sorry. It was hover. So for Moby, we get the O and the E only. Now it's going to check that double R with a rower. Getting rid of that. Rover is almost as good. Now we're down to cover hover. So it actually has the same issue of that 50-50. Oh. Interesting. So so Joker is another option, but going for cover or hover narrows it down enough, right? Because they get each other. And then if it's neither of those, it's Joker. There's 4 unlikelies. Cooer, Fower. I don't think any of these would be. Maybe Cooer, someone who coos. I don't know. Probably never an answer. So worst case scenario is it goes cover, and then the answer is certainly hover. But that's 6. Wow. Yeah. Very, very tough word today. We're going to have casualties for sure, always with the OER. And then OVER is not a good one to have. Especially if you're playing hard mode style. Just because it's the ER trap, I want to look at non-hard mode Saleh start, just to see what the super optimal. Look, it's going to do round. So it's giving up on getting it in 2, but look at this. We get the WN and D just out of the way. Round is insane. So the answer is hover, right? So then merch. Giving up, again, not following hard mode. So we're giving up on even getting it in 3. But we get the H for hover. So it gets hover in 4. Look at that. So that's what a solve looks like if you don't follow hard mode. Just trying to be optimal guesses there. Okay, so yeah, it's really concerned about that ER trap, and it just gets rid of all the high value letters with round merch. Okay. Cool. Nice one today. I'm very glad I pulled that off, starting with fluff. Making me start with fluff when it's hover is just insane, but I pulled it off in hard mode. All right. Well, how'd you do? And there is still the New York Times games to watch. If you'd like to watch that, you can just click in the middle of the video during the credits. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.